Welcome back to Cryptids and Cold Ones. I'm John.
And I'm Evan.
And I'm Kyle.
And today we are going to talk about a haunted doll.
Haunted doll.
And not the one that you guys probably think, Annabelle.
Oh,
I thought you were going to say Chucky.
Yeah.
No, see, with all the news surrounding Annabelle and her tour she's on, I wanted to bring attention to another haunted doll, not quite as famous, Robert the Doll. Thankfully, he has not begun his own United States tour.
And murdering people.
But I figured we could talk about it before he chooses to.
Did they ever find out how the Annabelle or the character that had Annabelle died, or
No.
Huh.
Everywhere she goes, something terrible happens.
I did hear
the Kraken guys were talking about it.
Yeah.
Well, wasn't there one where they said months ago that it was in Louisiana at the time,
and she went missing?
Yeah, she went missing, and there was like a bad jailbreak, and then some people died, but then that ended up being debunked. So.
I don't really know anything about that other than what I have seen from the Cracking Cans cast.
Speaking of being seen.
Oh, yeah.
We have video now. It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
There's a lot of... I think our audio is probably going to sound pretty bad, so forgive us for that.
It could be better. You never know.
It could be a lot better.
Yeah. I'm just trying to be glass half full.
Well, glass half empty over here.
Speaking of glass half full and half empty, what are we drinking?
Housekeeping first.
Oh,
housekeeping.
Want me to fluff your pillow?
Our link tree will be in the show notes, per usual.
Subscribe. Get some of this.
Oh my god!
It's just
Why is it red?
Quick, shut the cameras off.
Are you a Nephilim?
We still would love to have your guys' stories, sightings.
Use guises.
Hey, there.
We got a few people.
Why don't you guys all do us a solid and call in there and call into the number? It is a 989-402-4091. Leave us a text message.
Send us a text.
Call us. Remember, voicemails are 3 minutes long. So if you get cut off, call back, finish your story, and we'll edit it together.
Yeah. Oh, tell them about the Untapped.
Oh, yes. Our Untapped is updated, thanks to Evan, because I'm a slacker.
It told me I was an alcoholic. It was like, do you have a problem with alcohol? You've uploaded over 14 beers in the last 3 hours.
I was surprised how fast you went. You must have been like high on methamphetamines. The way you're going, you're just like going through it.
No.
Like when you text us in the group.
Yeah, it's just like,
here's a thought.
Listen, that's the ADHD.
It's okay.
To share all the thoughts.
Now I know why John silences our group text.
Like every day I'll open my phone and it'll be like 37 text messages.
Yeah. I'm like not mentally prepared to deal with these questions and statements at the time. And yeah.
I love you guys so hard.
Anyways, get to the good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Hey.
Robert.
See how this is. We gotta get it under the balaclava.
I don't like that.
I don't either.
I don't like that at all, actually.
What is it?
It is Thirsty Dog.
Yeah.
Did you drink it through
lemon
balaclava?
No. I had it underneath the balaclava, but it was cold.
Thirsty Dog lemon shandy. The Shandizzle.
It's very lemony.
It's really convenient they put a dog on it because it tastes like dog water.
Yeah.
If you guys are watching, you'll notice I'm not drinking a beer. Funny thing, in the last podcast I had I probably had 6 or 7, and next day I woke up, my pinky was sore. I had gout in my pinky for a freaking week.
Welcome to the Gout Awareness Podcast.
Yeah. Phone lines are open to make your donation to the Uric Acid Foundation. Call or text 989. I don't know.
402-4091.
Cryptids and cold ones spreading gout awareness through the nation.
I can't wait until we actually start getting people texting us.
People just sending texts. Like, we have gout, and we know what
be
it's
the
about.
most random stuff.
So I gotta get this out before you guys rate the beer. When I'm working and I'm listening to the podcast, I don't realize this, but I'll hear Evan or John say something, and then I'll be like, "Oh, it'd be cool for me to say next," and then I say it on the podcast, and I'm like, "Oh, good God." I don't know, it's weird. I've never, because this is still new to me, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's just funny that
Evan kind of looks like he's in a low-res hostage video.
he looks like he's about to load up a Ryder truck and go to Oklahoma.
Oh, that's pretty far. We already. No, I don't know anything about that. So, that is a touch too far, Kyle.
I'm just saying, you got like the coyote hat, the polo. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Oh, I didn't do that on purpose. I'm gonna be 100%.
and the Drew Carey glasses that you look like are the military issue ones.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you look terrible. You are glowing over there.
He's got his birth control goggles on.
Yeah, I look like a terrorist. That's
A domestic one. Let's be clear.
domestically
Yeah.
terrorist.
I'll give the beer.
Yeah.
I'll give it 3 feet
Yeah,
because I like the amount of lemon that I taste, but it's the aftertaste that kills it.
Is there any beer in it, like beer flavor?
Not really.
no, it's like lemony, and then the aftertaste. It's almost like one of these things, the sparkling waters. It's
Oh, really?
yeah, it's pretty terrible. Like I'll give it a 3 as well, just to be nice. But remember I did pick this up in Ohio, so
Fair.
Where is it from, though? Is it brewed in Ohio?
Akron.
Oh,
Ohio.
no.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right by Cleveland.
Come on down
Down to Cleveland town, everyone. Under construction since 1858. Here's a river that catches on fire.
It's so polluted that all our fish have AIDS.
Wow. We're like Destiny's Child.
We are. We are.
We're like not Destiny's Child. We're
What's
Coincidence is adult.
That's a boy band.
We're the
It's adults.
Destiny Child. I don't know.
Oh,
Are we ready for this or what?
let's talk about some dolls that are possessed. Demon dolls.
Demon dolls.
What was his name? Robert.
Robert.
That's
Dolls.
not a very menacing name for a doll.
Well, originally given as a gift to a young boy named Robert Eugene Otto,
Nice.
Robert the doll became a focal point, and Gene, he went by Gene. I forgot to write that down. He went by Gene. He became a focal point in Gene's life. There are 2 different versions of how Gene received the doll. One being which his grandfather purchased it while he was on a trip to Germany.
What year?
In
That's relevant.
1904.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
And then the other story is that it was given to him by one of the servants of the family as a gift. Robert is around 3 foot tall, and he sports a sailor's outfit. He is stuffed with wood wool, and there's the sailor's outfit is said it's either one of Gene's outfits that he would have worn around that time, or it was an outfit that the pregnant servant had for her kid that didn't make it.
Ooh. There's some pictures of me in a sailor's outfit at that age. Because my mom tried to traumatize me.
Well, I have in my phone camera roll, I have Elf Evan, and then I have Batman.
I am Evan.
We all had that Batman
Did you?
costume.
Yeah.
Huh.
So Gene quickly became attached to Robert, and he would take the doll everywhere he went. And he even built Robert his very own room in the attic, complete with furniture, toys, dolls, and he even made Robert his very own teddy bear. Eventually, as Gene grew older, he would begin to blame Robert for many mishaps he would experience. As the legends would say, Robert was possessed and had supernatural abilities. It's said that Robert would move, change its facial expressions, and, terrifyingly enough, giggle in the middle of the night.
That'd be creepy.
The
Yeah,
giggling, yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's like any time you're with me in a dark room for 15 minutes, you just hear a giggle.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to remember exactly how it happened, but my sister's remote control doll that was like in a walker, started laughing one night, and there was like no batteries in the controller, if I remember correctly. And my dad was all like, "I told you to go to bed," and my sister was like, "It's not me." I was really young though,
What
so
the hell?
maybe that's not exactly how it happened.
Sorry, John's dad.
So most of the legends stem from the version of the story that the servant used voodoo when creating Robert and gave it to Jean as a way to punish the Otto family for firing her. Apparently, the Otto family was very they were asshats to their servants.
Yeah, I feel like anytime you're in a situation where you have servants, you're probably an asshat
Right.
to them.
You're probably a dick.
It's normal people don't have servants.
Right.
You might have a hired maid or something like that, but like you're never like, servant, I need you to do this. It's a totally different vibe. Ugh. I don't like it.
So Gene's parents would often hear him upstairs talking to Robert, and they would also hear him receiving responses in a completely different voice. They even reported seeing the doll speak, like its mouth move, and it would change its expressions. There were also reports of giggling, like I mentioned, and witnesses seeing Robert in the attic windows and even running up the stairs. One of the earliest reports was when Gene was just 10 years old. He was woken up late one night and found Robert sitting at the foot of his bed staring at him. Moments later, Gene's mother would also be woken up by Gene's screams for help and the sound of furniture being tossed around his room. When she was finally able to get the bedroom door open, which was now locked, she found Gene curled up in fear on his bed, room torn apart, and Robert still sitting at the foot of the bed.
Yeah.
The only words Gene was able to get out after the incident was, "Robert did it," which is something he would end up saying many, many times over throughout his life. Gene was often seen whispering to Robert, and at times a deep voice could be heard responding to him, and those loud commotions from his room became an almost nightly occurrence. Servants would arrive and promptly quit time and time again, And it is said that it was Jean's aunt that banished Robert to the attic, and it's claimed that she died on the very same day that she did that. I couldn't find how she died, though.
No.
So like he's blaming the doll for like everything.
Everything.
Like mom's doing like the laundry and she finds a little bit of weed in there. It's like, Robert did it.
It's that dang doll. I swear to God it is.
Accidentally finds his 1904 Playboys and is like, Robert did it. He was just blaming everything. Accidentally sets the barn on fire. Robert did it.
So the Otto family could hear Robert moving around the attic at night. His footsteps often heard in unoccupied areas of the house, and the giggling in the middle of the night. Jean would keep Robert until he left to study art in New York and Paris, and he left Robert behind at his parents' house. I couldn't find if they had any experiences after Jean left. I had to go to like 10 different websites to find stuff.
Yeah, some of these are pretty obscure and hard to find.
Where is Robert now?
Sorry, John's dad.
That was awesome.
I'll get to that. That's part of the story.
Okay.
Jean would eventually meet and marry Annette Parker in Paris on May 3rd, 1930, and after his parents' deaths, Jean and Anne would move back into their house, his parents' house.
Okay. Where did they live? I forgot.
They were in Paris.
No,
Oh,
his parents.
Florida.
Florida. Okay.
Yes. Sorry, I didn't mention that.
Ron DeSantis is great to stay in Florida.
It was at this time that Jean decided that Robert needed his very own room in the house. That was not the attic, and placed him in a room that overlooked the street, where passerbys would often say Robert would disappear from the window before reappearing in front of their eyes. This room was like a turret,
Oh, okay.
so it had like multiple windows all the way around.
Why didn't he get rid of the doll? It seems like it caused him a lot of trauma.
He was very attached to it, man.
He's like, I love this doll, but it's like an abusive relationship with the doll. It's like destroying everything in the room, and then next thing it's like, I love you, Robert. Poor kid.
So Anne always felt uneasy in the house, and though she couldn't put her finger on it, she contributed it to Robert, and eventually demanding that Jean lock the doll back up in the attic.
Did she die immediately?
No. No, but Robert wasn't happy about that.
Okay.
In very short time, guests would say they could hear someone pacing back and forth in the attic and heard a devilish giggle coming from the topmost floor. Many times, Jean would be confronted about the doll by those passing by the house, and feeling fully confident that Robert would still be in the attic, he would repeatedly find Robert back in the room he gave him, sitting in the rocking chair next to the window. Jean would eventually pass away in 1974, followed by Anne 2 years later, and a new owner would move into the house. The new owner's 10-year-old daughter was ecstatic when she would find Robert in the attic,
No.
but the happiness soon faded when she claimed that Robert was alive and wanted to hurt her.
No shit.
She would often wake up in the middle of the night screaming that Robert was up and moving around her room. It didn't take long before the family gave Robert away, and today he lives in the East Martello Fort, which is a museum, and visitors from all over come to visit him. He's now contained in a glass case, but he still wreaks havoc on visitors of the museum. It's said that Robert detested having his photo taken without permission, and anyone who tries will have camera issues that will go away once they leave the museum. Staff members have reported the same facial expression changes, demonic laughter, and even witnessing Robert putting his hand against the glass. Visitors are coached on how to approach Robert and are urged to speak to him politely and, like I mentioned, to ask for permission before taking photos of him. The walls alongside Robert's display are littered with letters from visitors apologizing to Robert for either not asking permission or speaking of him or to him disrespectfully. As it's said, bad luck has fallen on those who have done this. Reports of accidents, breakups, deaths, and horrible sickness have struck those who disrespected Robert shortly after their trips. And I did find some Reddit users that have stories of going to see Robert. Sorry, John's dad. So one user wrote, "We saw Robert, and while I was tempted to take a picture, I did not. My brother thought the whole thing was silly, and while my sister-in-law and myself were respectful to Robert, my brother was making little jokes. I scolded him, and he piped down. When you leave Robert's exhibit, you are supposed to thank him. I thanked him, my sister-in-law thanked him, and so did my brother, by saying, 'Thank you, Robert.'" I don't know if that's how he sounded, but I'm going to say that's how he sounded.
Okay.
In a sarcastic tone. Just get the sarcastic tone now.
Yeah.
Immediately after visiting the museum, we went to the beach. My sister-in-law got a phone call saying the plumbing from her rental property backed up. And when I came back from the trip, I found out my job was shutting down that week. And 6 months later, my brother and sister-in-law divorced.
Suboptimal outcome.
Another user said, "It's plainly stated that you have to ask permission to take the photo. I can't recall if there's a sign posted that says this or not." She's talking about someone in her family that's a cop. He was kind of an asshole and may have been a bit drunk at the time and took several shots without asking permission. Every single one has a blur or other anomaly on an otherwise focused picture. All digital, naturally taken on a digital camera. When he asked for permission, he got a perfect picture. He insists that this was the only time he's ever encountered anything truly inexplicable. And again, this isn't something he'd likely to hoax. He wouldn't want the attention from going public with something like this to potentially affect his job, because the user made sure to write that they live in a super conservative town. And it would also potentially raise questions about religion that a Southern evangelical would rather not acknowledge. Interesting. The other one I wrote down says, "Not sure if the museum intentionally does this, but as soon as you enter the room, the atmosphere changes. Now, for people who have not been to this museum, the room is not separated from the rest of the museum in any way. It's open, and you just walk from space to space. But Robert's exhibit is different. Something is off. I didn't have the guts to take his picture, but I wrote a nice little message on the chalkboard behind him and thanked him. My brother thanked him as well. But as we were admiring his sailor suit and noticed his ranking, my brother made a joking remark about how our dad outranked him. After we left the East Martello Museum..."
Do you think he was a seaman?
After we left the East Martello Museum, we went to a beach, and my sister-in-law received a phone call from her mom, who was watching their house, saying that their basement and upstairs toilets had just started backing up, and she thinks it's a septic issue. When she hung up with her mom, their tenants called and said their toilet was having issues and needed to be repaired.
Robert just
What
created
is-
shitstorms.
He's like the Wet Bandits. That's his calling card.
And you get a shitstorm, and you get a shitstorm. Oprah of toilet backups.
Oprah of shits.
So 2 separate houses in 2 separate states having plumbing issues within minutes of one another. No, there was not a storm happening. When I arrived home roughly a week later, I received word that my job was shutting down in less than 5 days, and we didn't even take his picture. P.S. Be nice to Robert.
That sounds like something I'm just gonna avoid.
So he affects pipes and jobs.
And divorces.
Yeah.
The divorce is only on one, though.
Yeah.
So I went to Key West with my fiance and her parents once. We did the tour where we see Robert. Even then, I was apprehensive about the doll. I've pretty much always believed in ghosts and stuff. When we get to the Robert part, my fiance wants a picture, so we ask permission, wait a little, and then take the picture. The next morning, we're having breakfast, and my fiance wants to show her parents a picture with an orb that she got during the ghost tour. As she scrolls her camera roll, she sees duplicate pictures of Robert, time stamped about an hour before. There were pictures in between the original and the dupe. It doesn't end there. About 7 months later, fiance and I are getting ready for another trip. She wants to clear out a SD card so we can take pictures and videos on the trip. As she's going through it, she finds the same pictures of Robert on the SD card. No idea how it got there because since the original Key West trip, my fiance had changed phones and the camera and SD card she was using were the ones I had given her for Christmas a few months prior, i.e., the phone that took the picture and the camera slash SD card never met. She says she saw some ladies taking his picture without permission next to us, and she thinks we caught a little bad juju.
That's weird. So now we have electronic malfunctions, toilet backup, relationship problems, and job problems.
Definitely a demon.
It's a demon child. But why don't you just destroy it? Let's just keep it out there and let people go around it and have bad things befall them. That's great.
Yeah. I got a couple more. I just got back from visiting Robert and had to look up if there was any subreddits about him. I never comment, but two very weird things happened the same day I saw the doll. Anyways, I asked before I did anything. And in the first picture, it had no flash, but the second one, the flash turned on by itself. I have an iPhone, so to actually change the flash settings, it's on the top, not the bottom where I might have accidentally turned it on by myself. Instantly felt my heart drop. I was the only one on the side of the fort where they keep Robert. Probably unrelated, but this happened the same day. I was coming back from dinner with my family, and while we were walking up to our car, every single window was completely fogged up. Even the front and back were covered. Obviously, the humidity is wicked there, but never, ever in my life have I seen it like that. Considering we've only been staying in Key West for about 3 days at this point, best way to explain it is as if there was three people in the car breathing extremely heavily for more than 5 minutes tops.
They were doing the dirty.
They pulled a Titanic.
Yeah.
We got in the car, rolled down every single window, and drove a good 5 minutes till we got to our hotel room, and the front and back window were still covered. Literally have no explanations.
There was room on the door.
There was. Absolutely.
Just gonna put that out there.
Absolutely.
She just didn't want to deal with it.
It was a fling, man.
Yeah. That's a bad way to get ghosted.
It's been 80, 60 years. People were looking for that necklace forever, and she just had it. And then she went and threw it in the water.
Typical boomer.
Just to think for yourself.
Yep. Screw everyone else.
She could have been rich.
Whore.
So this is the last one I have. I'm gonna correct this person's grammar and say my wife and I and our son took a trip to Key West. Driving down from Orlando, during our visit, we heard about Robert, so we made a visit to the museum on our way out of town. My wife is very superstitious and was really nervous when we got to the Robert exhibit. I was teasing her, and I guess that pissed Robert off. When we went to leave, our car wouldn't start. And they said this was a luxury vehicle, bought new and was less than a year old. So I was really taken aback. My wife was freaking out. It was probably just a Toyota Corolla.
Geo Tracker.
AAA arrives and tests the battery. It's dead. He goes to remove it, and the battery connectors just crumble because they're so corroded. Says he's never seen connectors that bad. He went to work on the car, and I went back to the museum to apologize to Robert. The museum staff wasn't surprised at all about the situation, and they said, happens all the time.
I think people just have bad luck, man. I have a hard time believing in a demon doll, man. But at the same time,
Oh, but you won't go to Lemp Manor?
yeah, that's a place that I don't mean I want to test it. It's not like I'm gonna go and see Robert. There's no way.
We're gonna leave that up to the listeners. Hey, should we go see Robert the doll?
It's also whoa.
Oh,
What was that?
it's my Dillo.
Oh,
It's the bottle opener.
the bottle opener went flying.
It's Robert's fault.
Yeah. Tell us, should we take Evan to Key West? And should you guys also pay
Hey,
for our
it's a
lodging
road trip.
and gas?
We're gonna stop at Lemp Manor on the way
Oh
down,
my god, that'd be awesome.
and then we're gonna go see Robert.
Then we can hunt for Bigfoot.
Well, I'm sure Annabelle's on the way too.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it depends on where she's at the time. If she's gonna like just escape all of her captors again.
This would be a non-consensual trip for me.
You'll be all right.
So it's gonna be like straight up like 1970s Argentina, and you could be rolling up like Mossad, knocking me out. And next thing I know, I wake up and
Or like
there I
old
am in
school.
Limp Mansion. It's
Old-
like, how was your nap?
Remember in old school where they pulled up in the 18 van and they tackled Spanish?
Oh God, yeah. The beers taste so good when they hit your lips. Oh.
So you think people just have bad luck?
I don't know. I don't know if I necessarily would go that far. I don't believe in testing this theory, but
It's like the Ouija board. I don't really believe in the Ouija board, but I don't want to try it.
Hasbro's demonic.
I don't want to try it.
Does Hasbro make those now?
That
Yeah.
or Mattel.
Mattel.
Wait, I'll look.
Google it, Jamie.
Jamie that. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's a doll though. Like you have some options here. You can burn it. Like you can drop kick it. It's a 3-foot little doll.
Hasbro.
It is Hasbro.
Yeah, but he's got mystical powers. But back up your shitters.
That's the thing. They said that she used voodoo.
Well, you just gotta unvoodoo it.
How do you unvoodoo
Yeah.
something?
I don't know, call a Catholic priest. They do the exorcism stuff.
Why does it always have to be Catholic? Are they the only ones that have like the rights and stuff for like
I can't. I'm.
say it? You gotta.
Evan looks like a Ninja Turtle.
You want some pizza?
Yeah, give him a piece of
We got
pizza.
pizza.
I can't eat a pizza.
I'll eat it. Well, it's on camera. I can't eat it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Gummy
I'm
worms
not
on your
eating
pizza.
pizza.
Oreos on your pizza, Michelangelo. Wait, he's Donatello because of the glasses.
Yep.
That's
He's not as tech savvy as
That's-
Donatello
Yes,
is, though.
that's the gayest Ninja Turtle. It's like, I've got a stick. I want the nunchucks, man.
They're
Mikey.
Yeah,
Nunchucks.
Mikey.
Oh, no.
Oh man.
I don't know. I don't know. I just I don't question so much the paranormal stuff. I just don't like messing with it. Like, I'm not here to question whether or not somebody saw something or they seen it or not on the paranormal stuff. Like, I'll believe you. I just don't want to mess with it. Like, is kind of where I sit on paranormal.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at too.
It just seems like a bad idea.
What do you think?
I think I want to go and see it and fuck with it.
Kyle's literally gonna fuck the doll.
I can't. There's not the glass.
In case of emergency, break glass.
We have a plumber right down the road too. That's good. So.
I got a plumber. This is gonna be just
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
That's a scary doll.
it is.
Yeah. Robert
Hasn't-
the dog.
The name Robert, it just doesn't evoke any
There's
fear.
there's Annabelle, Robert the doll. There's also a Harold the doll,
Harold.
and I was gonna add him to it too, and I didn't. I forgot.
I love that you tell that story like the 11-year-old girl lives in. She's like, "Oh, look at this! This is gonna be awesome! Great
Right.
new house." Nope.
It immediately wanted to fuck with her.
Fake news. This is not an awesome doll.
Release the files, Pam.
Bet you Harold. I bet you Robert the doll could get those.
Yeah.
That's it. All of the U.S. Congress has to go see Robert the doll.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Get Robert on board with releasing the files.
Mitch McConnell would just stare at it.
While he's drooling.
How is he still alive?
There's a lot of people like how they keep getting voted in.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So I guess we should all take a second to thank Robert
Yeah.
for
Thank you,
allowing
Robert.
us to talk about him.
Thank you.
Yeah. I didn't make fun of you. Evan did.
What? Okay, no. We're like a long way from Florida, so that's not gonna mess with
Okay.
me. I'm just putting that out.
So you're not gonna thank him?
I already thanked Robert.
Oh, okay.
Sincerely.
Well, in that case, it's never too late to escape into the attic and become the doll that you always wanted to be.
Good night, all.
Or the monkey.